Tonight we have another story about a man who chose to make a difference by emphasizing education for his own employees and anyone else's for that matter by starting a school. His story tonight comes to us from Akron, Ohio, and NBC's Mike Taibbi.
Northeast Ohio is overflowing with factory workers like Deshaun Johnson, a father of three.
Okay.
45-year-old Jim Yanarella.
How do you know how often to sharpen?
And 52-year-old Kurt Gramlich. All blue-collar veterans comfortable in the drills, lathes, and welders that make up the machine and metal fabrication businesses.
But those skills, knowing how to use tools, eyeballing the job until it's just so, just aren't enough anymore.
That's why once thriving manufacturing hubs like the Akron area have been especially hard hit in the faltering economy.
We have to produce our way out of the problem.
And it's why Lee Combs, a former line worker himself whose collar is as blue as anyone's, decided to repurpose some floor space to start a school.
We'll take this first pond program.
It's a hands-on school where people like Johnson, Yanarella, and Gramlich, all layoff victims, could get the math, problem-solving, and computer programming skills needed to run state-of-the-art machinery, all for about a third of what a traditional trade school would charge.
It is not a big money maker. I feel good about helping the community and changing people's lives.
In fact, Johnson was almost out of hope until he surprised himself by passing the math entry test for the course.
I want to go as high as it's going to take me. Yeah. And wherever that is, sky's the limit.
And over at nearby Alcon Tool, where Supervisor John Rankin was herding for qualified job applicants.
But out of 30, I'd be surprised if I got one.
In walked Kurt Gramlich, who'd taken the training course as a last resort.
A week after I finished school, I had this job.
The economy hasn't spared Combs' SC Manufacturing. There have been layoffs here, too, of some single-skill staff. But Combs says several have gone back to school, his school.
And you know what? I rehired him.
In fact, nearly all of the more than 70 students who finished this training program in its first year are now working again. In this part of the country, in this economy, numbers that matter. Mike Taibbi, NBC News, Akron.